And no, I know what you're thinking. Yes, he was the opposing pitcher to the softball, Comedy Studio softball team last night and beat us badly. We should still hear him out. Very funny young man. Let's welcome Mr. Mike O'Brien.
I'm a very good logger. I can lob the ball. I guess that takes talent. So I'm 34 years old. I've had 34 jobs. That's not a lie. I really like work. One of my favorite jobs was I was a limo driver in Boston. Drove people around town to the airport and everything. And I always, whenever I tell people that I was a limo driver, I always get the same two questions. Like, sir, what do you think the first question I always get is when I tell people I was a limo driver? I don't know. You just go through life and say, okay, to everything, right? No, first question I always get is, have you ever driven anyone famous? Yes, I have, John Travolta. And the second question I always got was, has anyone ever tried to sleep with you? Yes, John Travolta. Which is weird that I get those two questions, because two questions they should have asked is, one, where did you drop out of college? And two, how disappointed are your parents in you? And the answer to those two questions, Keene State College, and very. I didn't drive famous people around. I drove Denzel Washington around town a couple years ago. It was cool. He was in town filming The Equalizer, drove him around all day. And at one point, we drove past the 54th Regiment Monument, which is the monument to the first all-black volunteer unit of the Union Army. If you ever saw Glory, the movie he was in, he won an Oscar for his portrayal of a soldier in that unit. That's what that movie was all about. So when we drove, or about to drive by it, I was so excited. I was thinking, maybe we'll get out, we'll take a picture, I'll be internet famous, it'll be crazy. So I said, hey, Mr. Washington, that's the 54th Regiment Monument. And Denzel Washington replied, what's that? Check your Oscar. He was like, oh, Glory, don't tell anyone I said that. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm telling everyone. That story needs to be told. I'm currently a duck boat driver here in Boston now, which is cool. Yeah, it's pretty fun. And you have to deal with parades. I hate parades. Parades are the worst. They just fuck up traffic all day. And there's one every weekend. There's the Gay Pride Parade, the Greek Parade, the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and they're all right down Boylston Street, and they all just block traffic. You just have one day. Just get them out of the way, one after another, after another, after another, after another. Just get them out of the way, because it just blocks traffic. But I hate parades. Parades are stupid. Everyone says everyone loves a parade. Nobody loves a parade. No, I once saw a kid walking with his dad to the parade, and the kid goes, why are we going to a parade? And I just wanted to yell out, because he can't take you to a bar. That's why we do parades. They're dumb. And I was in the best parade you could actually be in. I was in the Patriots parade. I got to drive, got to drive in the Super Bowl parade a couple months ago. And I was so excited when I got the call from my boss. He said, hey, Mike, do you want to be in the parade? I said, of course I want to be in the parade. Who am I going to drive? He said, just get to the garage at 5 in the morning and you'll find out. So I get to the garage at 5 in the morning. I found my duck. I found out who I was going to drive. And ladies and gentlemen, Mike O'Brien, the man in front of you today, had the honor and the privilege of driving in that Super Bowl parade. None other than the New England Patriots. Office workers! It was a Bob, Lisa, Helen, the head of accounting, sat right next to me. When I was a kid, Helen was my favorite accountant in the NFL. I had posters. She was at this H&R Block for one summer. I just missed her. Oh, I cried that day. It's a little boy's dream come true that day at the parade. But like I said, everyone says everyone loves a parade. No, they don't. They don't love a parade. And I found that out because in that parade, I was at the end of the parade. And you know what everyone says at the end of a parade? That's it. And they leave. That's love? I went to Taylor Swift last Friday. She sang Shake It Off, and 60,000 people were like, come back! Sing the songs again! We want to hear them again! You ever been to a parade and been like, bring back the Shriners, guys! The marching band didn't play a school song, come back! Parades suck. My name is Mike O'Brien.